I like the way that you said that you didn't even know how it happened. So I speak about it on my podcast. I'm big on divine timing. So I feel like if something's happening, God is low-key being like giving you that alley-oop. If you fumble it, you know what I'm saying? That's on you. So it's like you can't, we gotta understand, especially with credit, there are people scamming, but everything's not a scam at the end of the day. So I like that you took action, you moved forward with it, and then you started, your credit repair business. So let's talk about your credit repair business. So you've been helping people fix their credit as well as getting funding, or what does that process look like?
So the process right now is the main thing that I've been doing is helping people fix their credit. And as
Gotcha.
far as people funded, I've gotten people funded, but that was part of the personal side. I'm
Hmm.
actually one of my other business partners. I'm partnered with him, and we actually help people get funding together. So I'm
Okay.
partnered. I can learn more about the game and I want to say, kind of leverage him
Hmm.
to educated, get more results. So when I'm fully confident on myself, then I'll be doing it all by myself. But it's kind of like doing affiliate working with that. But to answer that question, the main thing I do is I teach people about like just basic credit education. What are the five factors made of?
Yeah.
The laws,
Hmm.
um like how to attack. And I know you're big into consumer law, bro. I've been looking at your page as well, and you're a huge
Yeah.
consumer. People don't know that, we have rights as, consumers. They don't teach this stuff in school either. So
Hmm.
really, and then that, you can, remove anything that's unverifiable and inaccurate, but you have
Yeah.
to do what you're doing, and you have to do it the right way. So, that
Hmm.
comes time, mentorship, a lot of education, but it's been really good so far, definitely.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. So you created your LLC September 2022, and then that's when you started, or were you like fixing people's credit before then?
Well, I wasn't fixing anybody's credit. I was kind of
Okay,
just creating and kind of getting my feet wet.
gotcha.
When I first launched my business, that's when I first started fixing people's credit. That's when I just got the
Gotcha.
LLC ID number, all this stuff that you need to
Yeah.
structure your.
Okay. 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 I like what you're saying too, because mainly my audience, we have people that are aspiring to do a credit repair business, as well as people that are already having a credit repair business. So the fact that they're seeing you in the moment as you're elevating, if we get you back on a podcast like a year from now, you're, oh no, I done ran up seven figures in a day. You know what I'm saying? We can see the growth, so it's kind of dope seeing where you're at and where you're about to be. So, I can kind of see the mindset that you have. I wanted to talk about what's really been working for you in your business so far, because we do serve those people. They're stuck at maybe that 5 to 10K a month mark. So what has been working well for you in your business so far?
What's been work for me in my business is, one, you have to be consistent.
Hmm.
Um, more educated that you are, the more that you can listen to your clients' problems and provide a solution.
Hmm.
After, I used to struggle. I remember I couldn't get any results, and I just kept asking, like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And it's not necessarily that you're doing anything wrong. Part of it is going to take time, because
Yeah.
me into a new business where this is my first business, and me making myself just like, oh, I'm the new credit guy. People are like, what does Danny know about credit? So they're not gonna
Hmm.
really. But what's gonna help you is by posting. Like when I started
Hmm.
posting reels, and that actually helps me to get in front of a camera and speak better. So,
Hmm.
in my previous company, I used to be so afraid of getting on camera. I used to be so afraid of
Oh,
talking.
really?
I used to I used to stutter on the calls, like it was so bad. But when I started this business, I started creating content. They started to um catch fire, and people started noticing them. They were like, yo, like your videos are so good. Like I seen that you're putting in the work. How do I get started? All right, people
Hmm.
are like, you're inspiring me to keep going. And then now I noticed other people as well. They're starting to create the same type of real types, same type
Hmm.
of. So it's content consistency, and once you get educated about how the actual credit repair process works, it's going
Hmm.
to explain to the client better, even though they don't really care about the process. They care about
They
the
don't.
results. They
Yeah.
just, they just care about themselves. They care about the results. But
Yeah.
I feel a lot better, just more educated. Um, Being more educated, going back to what I said, being more consistent, posting the content, and really listening to what your client needs. Because when I first started, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, sale. I'm just trying to get
Mm,
money. But
mm,
I I personally missed out on a lot of sales because I was so eager to get the sale rather than actually listening to what they needed.
yeah,
Because
gotcha.
why not even need credit repair?
Mm,
Not a client like this before. Just speaking humbly, where I took them in, but it's like their profile was clean. It's just like, why do you need credit repair? They
mm,
were just, they were just in debt. And I was like, oh, pay it back. Like
mm-hmm.
it's just so many things that you learn with over time. You're gonna make mistakes, but just really educating and learning from your mistakes. And of course, just having, mentors around you too. You can always ask questions if you don't know how to do something. You have them right there to answer the questions and to guide you through the process that you need to know.
Definitely. No, that's definitely huge. It's huge to just talking about, not being too thirsty for the sale. And they could tell too, even if it's not conscious, it might be subconsciously, they're just like, okay, something's not resonating with, you know, the person. So, I like that point, and I hope that that helps someone out there. Can you tell us, just for, I guess, inspirational purposes, maybe one of your more memorable client wins? I know sometimes when people struggle with maybe deleting a stubborn collection or repo or something, or whatever's
My first,
memorable.
my first aha moment where I was like, wow. This was back in, I think, December. I brought on a client really close with him since childhood, and he had
Yeah.
a lot of collections. He just had a lot of things on his credit report. And I remember the first round, excuse me, I remember the first round, he had like 29 items deleted. I
Oh
was like,
wow.
wow.
Mm,
And then going forward, since then, I remember I had some guy that was in like the 400s. Um,
man,
After the first round, he got up to like the 650s. I was like, wow.
nice. Yes, nice.
He came to me. He was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to provide for my family. I'm looking for a house.
Mm,
Um, take care of my kids." It's like now he's in 680s. Like he definitely take care of that.
hmm
Um, and then really, those are the main biggest clients wins that I've seen. Is just really helping people get from like the 400s to the 600s and finally cracking the 700s.
hmm
Um, then as I've gone towards, because I kind of reshifted my brand, because at first I was really just accepting everybody in. So
mm,
now last like the past 6 weeks, like to this, as I'm still doing this, is restructuring my brand to just focus on the target audience. And that's also going to help you too, is
Speak
find
on it.
out so exactly you have to find out exactly who you want to sell your services to, because
hmm
what's going to happen is that you're going to allow people in your business. You're going to get some of those people that want refunds, but like you provide them all the services. You're going to have those people that are not going to take it seriously. Then they're going to update their credit monitoring service, all this stuff. But my focus now is that we talked about is that I help entrepreneurs and business owners. The reason why I want to target these people is because when I first launched, and out of all my clients, the clients that got the best results, the clients that listened to me most, and the clients that took it seriously were those type of people because they
Mm,
understood the power of investing. They understood, oh, I need good credit to get to this. So
yeah,
run the play, and then they're gonna run the play. Definitely.
definitely. Definitely. No, that's huge. I speak about that too. So I love that you said, the whole client avatar, just figuring out who your client avatar is. I encourage people to sit and think, like, humanize your client avatar. Maya, 33 years old, she's a small business owner. Maybe she has kids or whatever. So no, definitely drop in some gems there. So let's talk about the secret sauce. What's your methods for removal? Are we doing Metro 2? Are we doing consumer law? Are we doing factual? What are we doing?
When I first started, it was factual. It was factual
Gotcha.
dispute. So you
Mhm.
know how factual disputing first, like you look at the account and you're saying you're based on the factual nature, like, oh, this account is unverifiable, this account is inaccurate. And
Yeah.
then I invested into another mentorship group like 7 weeks ago. This is why I rechanged everything. And I got introduced to Metro 2 compliance. I'm like,
Mhm.
what is Metro 2 compliance? And with Metro 2 compliance, it's how the system works is you probably know how the system works, but for the people listening
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
how, how Metro 2 works is any letter that goes to the credit bureaus, the credit bureaus, they get like 1 million, 2 million letters per month. So they created this machine called Oscar, and this is the machine that basically codes all the letters and determines based off like the codes and stuff. Like if it was a late payment, it goes there. If it is a collection, it's going to be sent here. If it's a charge up, it's going to be sent here. And with the Oscar system, it's comprised of compliance-based standards that before any letter has to be reported, it has to go through Metro 2 compliance.
Yep.
And what Metro 2 compliance consists of is it uses the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the other laws like the any law like the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. It uses the Equal Credit Opportunity Act. It uses all these laws put together that was made by Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax in the second year Bureau of Innovis. Once they created that, I was like, wow. So when I attack something Metro 2 compliance, and there's like every letter has to be compliant with with the credit bureaus. Not only
Mm-hmm.
the credit bureaus, they have to be compliant with any data furnisher, any secondary bureau, or any third party that they share information with. So everybody has to be compliant. So you're not only attacking the three bureaus, you're attacking, 10, 15, 20 bureaus at once. Same rules still apply. They still have 30 days to respond to that. Throughout the whole process, they have to send it all UPS. They have to send carbon copy letters. Everything has to be accurate on the when it's reported. And in the mentorship program, one thing that I learned is that most items don't even meet a compliance standard to even be reported.
Mm.
So I went from factual, looking at the actual report, saying like this thing's already listed. We're disputing it based on what it's saying. But when you dispute something Metro 2, you are looking at it saying it is inaccurate, it's unverifiable, but you're saying for that reason it doesn't even meet a compliance standard to even be reported. So you got
Mm-hmm.
to there's so
Mm-hmm.
many that involved with it. But once I learned that, I was like, you know what, I'm going Metro 2. And since I've used Metro 2, uh my clients they've seen results, first, second rounds, which
Mm.
is so my confidence level with Metro 2 skyrocketed. So I'm a
Yep.
huge Metro 2 compliance for sure.
Definitely. Definitely. Would you say that's your main way of disputing? Do you still do factual disputing as well? You do a combo or how do you do it?
Once I switched over to Metro 2, I just do straight Metro 2.
Gotcha. 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 Okay. Dope. Definitely dope. Dope. Dope.